Hello, my name is Nancy Loraas, and I've been a resident of University Heights for almost 27 years. I'm also a businesswoman, a seasoned facilitator, and mediator. I've worked extensively with large groups in the oil and gas industry and workplace conflict. I'm speaking to you today because I want to voice my concerns about the University Heights proposed redevelopment. One of the things I know from my experience is that the process is key. And the process is one thing that has been missing in all of this. Process requires the key stakeholders involved. It requires the decision makers. It requires all parties looking at what matters to everyone. I can assure you the residents of University Heights are not concerned about getting their way. They want to work with the city, with the developers, to come up with a plan that meets everybody's needs. When I first started hearing about the size of this development, I was in absolute shock. The land that we're speaking about is designated a neighborhood activity center. That means, and I quote from the city's definition, appropriate sites to accommodate moderate intensification over time with uses and development scales appropriate to local context and community needs. When I heard that this development was supposed to be 83% the size of Market Mall on 20% of the land, I was shocked. That clearly does not meet the community needs, and it is completely out of context. If we think of context for a minute, we've got the Foothills Athletic Park expansion, we've got expansion on the Foothills Hospital site, and we've got a massive expansion on the Children's Hospital site. When I moved here 27 years ago, it was about a community neighborhood, a quiet place with easy access to downtown and to the west. None of that is available if we go ahead with this development. Traffic is a huge problem here when the schools are in. Already we have restrictions on the north side of this community. We're going to have between 1,800 and 2,000 people working if this site goes ahead. Working, that's not including the people that are coming as customers of the hotel, of the medical clinics, of the businesses. That is a huge number. We've gone from a neighborhood activity center to a very large activity center, completely inappropriate. And one more thing I'd like to comment on is it's come to the community's attention that the developer and the city are looking to swap green space to the south of Redwater Grill into the development. I caution the city, that's playing with fire when we start taking taxpayer and community land and giving it to developers. If the developer needs that land, that's one more signal that we shouldn't be going ahead with this. I'm asking the city, begging the city to have a backbone and stand up to the developer. Please listen to the community voice. We've lived here a long time. Surrounding communities have lived here a long time. We're really experts in how this community functions, and we want to give you the best input we can. We're looking for a win-win all around. And I can assure you, we know that we're not going to get everything we want, but neither should the developer. Let's look at what matters to all parties and come up with something that works for the future generations. Thank you.